Welcome back. You're tuned into Halftime Report here on CNBC TV18. Well, as promised, we're turning the spotlight on the cement space. We have the management of Star Cement who joins us. Mr. Gupta joins us. Hi, Mr. Gupta. Thanks so much, sir, for joining in. Well, we didn't speak post your Q4 numbers, but give us a sense in terms of how demand is panning out on the ground. And if you could give us a few numbers, what was the utilization level, say, in the month of April, May, and what is it now? Has it improved substantially?
Yeah, so overall, Nigel, the demand, we are seeing some uptick in demand from post-COVID. So we started the plant in first week of May almost, although there is some amount of commercial activity has started in the end of April. But April was largely a washout month. We could only sell around 20,000 tons of cement in April. May, we have done 212,000 tons of cement, which is approximately 85% of what we have done last year, corresponding month. And in the month of June, we have again done around 213,000 tons, which is 102% of what we have done corresponding month last year. So overall, the capacity utilization on month-on-month basis, April was, as I said, was washout. But on month-on-month basis, if I look at it, June, we have come back to our normal capacity utilization of around 60%. In the month of June. So we are pretty optimistic that the cement demand will ultimately come back to normalcy, at least from Q3 and 4.
Okay, got that. Then, sir, if you could give us a sense, where exactly are you seeing demand coming in from? Is it government spending that is helping it, or are you seeing, housing sector see a bit of a revival? Give us a sense on that. And if that's the case, what kind of sales volumes, given the challenges that you've had, what do you expect to end this year with?
So largely, Nigel, the demand is coming from the rural segment. We have seen strong demand in that area, but only the worry as of now is the urban sector. As you know, the COVID has largely having an impact on the urban areas, and the rural demand, I think, is still flowing. A most important segment is individual house building segment that is still continuing to drive the demand. Whatever channel checks we had done with speaking to the dealers and others, think the sense is that the people are still trying to finish their unfinished work which we have done, which they have left since the impact of COVID has started. But the only problematic area which we are finding from the channel checks is that people are not commencing their new work. So anybody who has to start their new house or anything new, they are postponing it for some period. I think that has something to do with even the impact of COVID and also with the monsoons which are ongoing. In the eastern area, there are a lot of monsoon impact has already started. We are seeing a lot of floods in Assam already. 18-20 districts are underwater. Even in Bihar and eastern North Bengal and these areas, we are seeing flood having an impact. That is how, but we will still feel that once this Q2 is over, with the monsoon impact is over, the demand should come back. We have not seen anything coming largely from the institutional segment. So institutional demand is still, I'll say, flat to negative. We have not also seen demand coming back from the organized retail segment, which is largely the affordable housing and realty sector. That is also still not coming. For the full year target, since April was a washout month, we are already in the quarter basis, we are already almost down around 38% in terms of volume. But we hope that if everything goes well and there are no further lockdowns which are imposed by various state governments, we hope that we will be able to at least repeat the last year volumes.
Okay, Mr. Gupta, this is a lot of information that you're giving us. So you're saying that demand is returned only in rural pockets, but in certain sectors like affordable housing and real estate, you haven't seen any comeback in demand. What about pricing? What is the situation at the moment? Have you seen any uptick in pricing at all? And over the next couple of months, what do you foresee?
So I'll say the prices in Northeast largely have remained flattish. There is no uptick in prices. Probably they would have come up by around 5-7 rupees. But yes, there was an uptick in prices as far as the east is concerned, Bengal, Bihar, Jharkhand and these places. In the month of May, we have seen around 30 rupees price increase, but I think largely that all has been given away. There would have been some leftover of 5-7 rupees still left over, but I think everything has been given away in the month of June. June, we have also seen in entire eastern region there is a good demand uptick which has happened, and overall every cement company which is operating from eastern side, I think must be seeing some large dispatches happening as far as the June is concerned. Prices, our view is that in Northeast we will see a stable price regime for going forward in next 3 quarters. East, we will also we do not expect anything further to deteriorate in terms of prices. Maybe 5-10 rupees during the monsoon season can easily go off. That's not that is always given, and we always expect that. But we don't see any price uptick going forward.
Okay. You don't see any price uptick going forward. That's important. You have about over 300 crores of cash on your books. Wanted to understand what would that cash be used for, if at all? And will you go slow on any of your capex or expansion plans because of the challenging environment?
So, as of now, the capex is concerned. Our Siliguri plant is under implementation. We did see implementation issue post-COVID. There are labor shortages which we are experiencing. And even at the construction site and even at the operating plant level also. It is the labor which has gone back, it is very difficult as of now to attract them to come back to work. So we are seeing a delay in our Siliguri capex. We expect it to start somewhere in the month of September and October now. The cash which we have in the balance sheet is 300 crores. I think we will be utilizing this cash for the balance part of capex plans which we have. For Siliguri, and the balance will be reserved for the future cash requirement of the company. We do not there are certain plans for setting up a 2 million ton clinkerization plant in Meghalaya, so we'll also need cash there. So we'll be conserving this cash for our future requirements.
Okay, all right. Final question then, Mr. Gupta. You said you're optimistic that you can do sales volumes in FY21, what you did in FY20. If I'm not mistaken, I think the number that you did in FY20 was around 3.7 million tons. So I'm assuming that in FY21, you're looking to do 3.7 million tons. You can correct me on that front. And also, what is the guidance in terms of the EBITDA per ton? And you didn't mention a specific guidance in terms of capex for this year. So I just want to understand that as well.
So in terms of volume, Nigel, we have done 2.9 million ton in this year, FY20. We hope to repeat at least that number, 2.9 million ton. That will also get added. There will be some extra volume which we are expecting from Siliguri plant will also come up. So if that happens, definitely there will be that will give a positive boost to the numbers. In terms of EBITDA margins, last year we did an EBITDA margin of around 1,450 rupees a ton. Yes, in March month we had the COVID impact, and the lockdown has actually forced us for not having any sales for last 15 days. So I think we have not sold around 1 lakh ton of cement, which has resulted into 18 to 20 crores of EBITDA. I said loss for that. So that impact is also there in those numbers. But we hope that 1450 should be the EBITDA, around 14 to 1500 rupee EBITDA, we should be obtaining in FY21 as well.
Okay, in fact, it was a pleasure speaking with you. We've run out of time, but thank you so much. We got to learn a lot about the company as well as in the sector, and we hope the next time we speak with you, things improve further.